Hello everyone, Nebris here, and welcome to another Mindcrack Feed the Beast episode. As you can see, I am standing here, flying here in fact, in front of my item processing center, and what I did was I made a whole bunch of overclockers, and that was a huge mistake. See, down here, I have 24? No, 32 LV trannies powering all of this. That's not enough. Oh my god, that is not enough. It's crazy how much power these things consume. So I'm going to tear all this out. I've got a new design. I like it a lot better. Apparently Good says there's a better way to do this. So, I'm going to figure that way out. Or just not even care and just have the things pulsing all the time, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'm actually considering, rather than having a whole bunch of timers, getting a whole bunch of, oh gosh, what are they called? The things that aren't timers. Wireless transmitters, and hooking it up to one timer that's hooked up to one wireless transmitter, and then just have a whole bunch of wireless receivers next to all these things. I don't know if that's more or less CPU intensive than a whole bunch of timers. Also, these things can probably all be consolidated into one mob drop retrieval system. Like, as I make these things and learn more about like red power and stuff, lots of the decisions I made sound pretty dumb. For instance, the whole pipes here, or pneumatic tubes here, and retriever over there, very dumb. I'm just going to have filters here that are all hooked up to the same timer, and then every time it pulses, boom, it comes out here, and that one doesn't consume this god-awful bluetricity, which is something this has really kind of bothered me. I do not like bluetricity. It doesn't really add anything. Sorry. I mean, we already have EU, we already have MJ. There really isn't a need for a third power source because it's not different than EU at all. But you know what? The mod does work on its own, so I guess it does need that. But still, I think that's my one opinion. Like it does need its bluetricity for a standalone, but on Feed the Beast, it's kind of silly to have all these different power sources. But that's my opinion. It's not worth that much. But sounded like I broke more than one there. Oh, also, I got rid of these walls. So now there's just a huge hole going to the bottom. I should probably have let the world load a bit more before, turning this thing on. Oh well. Lava tanks drained. I removed the ender chest system that I had here. I had this genius idea where I just take the portal gun, bring this guy right up on top of here on this filter, and it just does it for me. A whole bunch of stuff going. Um, let's see, this is going on. I'm right now trying to get a lot of titanium. I will talk about that later. I definitely want to fix up the macerator stuff and item processing first because this thing is still running. 11! Nice! That's a lot of bauxite. Ooh, but what am I going to do with all that bauxite? Something crazy, probably. Let's see what else has changed. Gosh, it's been so long that I kind of forget what I was doing. I think I talked about this. Yeah, I did. I'm holding steady at 32 ultimate hybrids. I don't think I'm gonna do any more for the time being. But yeah, let's fix our macerator item processing situation, and then we'll get on to the next thing I want to do this weekend, which is an awesome project. I think you guys will love it. So here we are on a single player testing world. I have to be careful about my angles here, but never mind. You guys will figure it out eventually. um, this is the new system I plan on implementing. It's basically line of macerators, this filter thing. It runs a lot more nicely. More nicely. Yeah, that's a word. Those are words. Um, so here we go. We have two MFSUs, two Mufasas. Those are being split into six MB trainees, which are being further split into 24 LV trannies. Those guys, this thing's still running. There we go. I'm trying to hit F to turn off my gravity engine, but I don't have one. These guys are consuming 680 EUs per tick. They are quad or 8 times overclocked. I could do more, but that just consumes so much power, and this is really fast enough. So here's how it works. These things take the however much 680 that's coming out of here. Excuse me, 512. Should be closer to 680, but maybe these things are turning off. I don't know, but these guys are coming through here, being separated by these guys. Um, they're turning it into smaller chunks. These things stepping it down again into even smaller chunks. So what we have, rather than 680 here, I guess one of these is off. Because, I mean, this has been running for some time. Yeah, it ran out. Anywho, rather than this being 680 at once, it's actually 32 24 times, which is 768. However, it doesn't draw that much power, so it's only coming up as 680. You can really get away with just 22 to power these 8 macerators with the 8 times overclock, but that's basically the amount of power you need, and that's an absurd number of LV transformers. I only had, well, I had a ton more machines than this, and I was only running it off like half that, which was kind of bad. But anywho, this is going to be my new system. It gets rid of all the retrievers, which which is very nice because filters are so much cooler. And it's pretty smooth, and all of it's hooked up to one thing. It's not going to call for items to be retrieved. It's just going to just be pulsing all the time. I'd like to avoid that if possible, but this thing pulls out pulls out a whole stack at a time if it can, so it's no biggie. In fact, I could probably set this to a different time, although, gosh, I really need to learn how CPU intensive these things are and do the least amount that or have it on the longest time. I would imagine is the least CPU intensive. That way it doesn't have to update that as often. But this is still, updating pretty frequently. So yeah, that's gonna be my new policy. So this is my new system. I just have to repeat it 3 times because I also have to do this for the furnaces, and I have to do this for the compressors and extractors. And the extractors, which I thought were going to be kind of useless, actually turned out to be very useful because I was sending all my like chlorite nitrogen cells in there because I really didn't need anything you can get from those. So I've been using them to recycle my cells and just throw away whatever the heck element was in there. Although I could be using tanks and a transposer, which I think I might do in the future, but until that time, until I have full tanks of every element, I'm just going to empty them. So that is my design, and now I'm going to implement it on the server. Oh hey, I'm back. Alright, I think I have all the materials I need to get started on this, and I'm going to build this entirely on camera for you guys. So what you do, well, not entirely on camera because I already placed this bottom part to get the MFUs charging. Anywho, here we go. 2 Mufasas, 6 MV transformers, 24 LV transformers, and make note of the way the 3 dots and 1 dot things are facing, and each of these is going to feed up into this part. Yay. So I'm using glass fiber cable for everything because I'm filthy stinking rich and I have more diamonds than I know what to do with. So here we go, just placing the macerators. Unlike last time, this one's just going to be all on the floor. Alright, I can probably put this one back. Yeah. So, now we need to construct ourselves the chest, or back into the sorting chest piping. And the best way to do that, that's not the right one. Ooh. Am I going to be able to fit all of these here? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then there's those that are already there. Although they do need to be moved over. No, they don't need to be moved over. Oh yeah, it's evenly spaced. Darn it. Oh well. So I won't be able to evenly space them all across the thing. So what we're going to do instead is have this chest over here. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. We're just going to place it at the back here. No need to get fancy with it. I'm going to take it in the... Put it in the back middle. I hate you guys. I hate it. Alright. We're going to take our filters, place them behind each of these, not on top of those. See how far that traveled just to try to fall over this ledge. They are evil, I tell you. Place one behind each of these. Should probably have gotten those energy storage in there, but no, not right now. Next up, we want to place our relays. This part's not very fun because you need to be... They are directional, so you need to do this flying shift dippy thing that's not very fun to do, and then occasionally you'll hit the ground and you'll stop flying. Alright, now we have our relays set up. Next on the agenda, place blocks in between each of these. You know what I want to do? I want to move that chest. There we go. I'm going to move it right here. Good job. Now we're going to place our red alloy wire. We're going to place it all along these guys. They do connect to these relays. I don't know what redstone on a relay does, but it doesn't break this, which is all I really care about at the moment. And besides, it's not going to be a constant stream of power, so whatever consequence there is to it is not of my concern. So let's drop this down a bit. Oh yeah, you can't be holding anything to click on these guys. Kind of weird, but if, you know, they're so darn useful. Let's try 6 seconds. I doubt these things will fill up in 6 seconds. So here we go. Macerators, filters, relays. Next part, also another fun dippy part. Place these on every other one. There we go. And you can use this existing one to push it, or to place blocks on, so you don't have to do the dippy thing 8 times, only 4. Now connect them in pairs like so. I'm basically showing you guys how to make the tree formation. Pull them back too. Like how I'm saying pull, like I'm pulling something, but place blocks so they come back too. And then connect them behind here in pairs. So don't connect these guys. Now raise them up too. And then finally connect these guys. Oh, I ran out of tubing. Ain't that a pip? It's fun breaking these things with the vag. Still don't know how to pronounce it. It's probably like Vera or something, and I'm just being a perv about it. Alright, now we have a full setup here. We're going to place our entry. Oh, we need one more filter. Place this guy right there. And place the chest right on top of it. Now I think I could put a cover panel here and put the timer on top of that. I'm going to give that a shot so it looks symmetrical and cool. Because, you know, I will gladly sacrifice efficiency for symmetry. Where are my cover panels? He's trying to hit me, that's funny. Could have sworn I had some. What's all this stuff? You guys will see in a moment. This is a cover. No, I don't want... You know, I'll have to do it. Hi. He's swatting at flies. Let's do that thing that Jenny B did. F5. F5. Pretty cool with that beard hanging out there. I look boss. Anyhow, let's see if this cover thing works. Not the cover I want, but we'll have to do. Alright. If not, just extend a wire over it. I feel like it isn't pulsing. Shift. No. Shift, descend. There we go, that one pulsed. What's going on? It's already working, oh god. Think, Nebs. Is it running? Is it running? It's running, it's running, it's running very slowly, but it's running. And holy cows, did I have a lot of stuff backed up. Alright, so that's that. Let's place all this junk in here. All that junk. All that junk inside that trunk. Let's get our overclockers up here. Eight. It's probably because I have 9 of these. Alright, let's get this up and running. Unfortunately, this is going to create a lot of dust, and I don't know if I can handle that at the moment. So, before this gets out of control, let's take away this filter. Because those dusts aren't going to be able to finish. So here we go. What was I doing? Overclocking, yes. I'm going to go in with these first, probably. So I don't want to overclock it any higher because that would take an insane amount of energy. And I really don't need speed on this beyond what I have here so it doesn't overflow. And there's no way the system's going to overflow. They are fast enough. If you do want to overclock, I suggest... No, because you need the energy storage upgrades. Otherwise it'll... I forgot to energy storage one of these. Wow, that was a while ago. What was I saying? Oh, if you want to try to use the transformer upgrade, I do not recommend it, personally. But my understanding is that it'll drain these faster than it can be replenished in such a way that, like, it's going to require, like, 250 energy, and this maybe only has 240 or something like that. So it won't be able to do that properly. This can be set a lot higher than 6 seconds. And once again, I'm trying to click on it improperly. Let's go to 10. You know, that's still not very fast, but it's fast enough. It's fast enough. Yeah, I'm going to go with it's fast enough. So, that is my system of macerators. Now I just have to do a similar thing for the whatchamacallits over there. Furnaces, Ferni. And then I can call it a day. Alrighty, I'm actually going to make this an episode, even though I promised more stuff. That's going to come out tomorrow, because I'm actually going to film a whole bunch of stuff today, and try to, you know, post them throughout the week. So, this is all going to be old, or, well, not, this one's going to be pretty fresh, but the other ones are going to be a bit stale, but, you know what, this is pretty much the only day I have available to record, so, sorry guys. It's a busy life I lead. So, thank you guys for watching, and that's how you make an awesome macerator setup. Have a good one, guys.